and welcome to another episode of Read It First, where I talk to you about some upcoming book-to-movie adaptations, just in case you'd like to read the book before you see the film. I have to apologize because I'm quite late with this one, maybe like 1 or 2 months late, but there's still a lot of time left before the end of the year, so I'll just be going through the books of the films that are coming out in the next couple of months. First of all, the BFG just came out like halfway through July. I haven't really read this book since I was 8, so I went into that film quite as like a blank sheet. I actually got to go to the premiere and Steven Spielberg was there. It was amazing. Didn't take very long to win me over. I really loved this film. I thought the music was lovely. The characters were so warm. Especially the dreams were like really beautifully crafted. I can definitely recommend you go see it, especially if you're in a theater with a lot of kids. That really made the experience a lot more fun, which is not usually the case, but I think it was for this one. Then next there is one that I don't have the book for, but it is The Girl with All the Gifts, which is coming out September 23rd, but it seems like it's only coming out in the UK. I'm not entirely sure. It's quite confusing. The cover is yellow with the black silhouette of a girl. I think it is like a post-apocalyptic novel that involves zombies in some way. I've watched the trailer. It seems quite exciting. I've heard a lot of good things about the book, so I might be getting it and reading it. I'm not entirely sure, but if you want to watch the trailer, I'll leave that in the description. Then there is A Monster Calls by Peregrines, which is in the category of like sad but beautiful young adult books. It has a lot of really gorgeous images in here. They actually sent me a box of goodies which has like some nice golden paper and some sketching materials and some chocolate and also the film tie-in of the book. And on the cover it says starring Sigourney Weaver, Felicity Jones, Liam Neeson, like lots of famous actors. So I'm thinking that one's gonna be a little bit of a tearjerker, but I have no doubt that I'll go see it, and I can definitely recommend you read the book because it is gorgeous. That is actually coming out October 21st in the US, but not until early 2017 in the UK, unfortunately. Then October 7th, both in the UK and the US, there is The Girl on the Train. This is the US edition. It has been such a huge bestseller and I haven't read it yet. I feel like this is quite similar to Gone Girl, probably. I look forward to reading it on my commute. I think the film's probably gonna be like a really exciting thriller. Looking forward to both of them. Then there's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now it actually took me ages to find this in my bookshelf because it's so tiny. This was published for charity, but when it was published in the Netherlands it was like a limited edition and I couldn't get my hands on one, and I spent like 4 years of my life from like 12 to 16 trying to find the Dutch version secondhand somewhere, and then they just republished it and it was everywhere. I have actually read the whole thing. It has like the history of magical creatures and laws around that, and then it's like a little encyclopedia of magical creatures. Really looking forward to the film, really excited about it being set in the US. I haven't watched the new trailer yet, but I will, and I'll put it in the description as well. That is coming out November 18th. And then December 25th, there is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, which is a creepy YA book. It contains lots of like really creepy pictures about a boy who wants to find out more about the death of his grandfather. He thinks something mysterious might have been involved. He goes to this island and he finds an orphanage filled with peculiar children with special talents that are like stuck intentionally in this time loop. I'm not entirely sure what to think of this film because I think it might be quite tricky to pull off, but I'll probably go see it, and if I do, I'll let you guys know what I think. Book is definitely worth reading. I really enjoyed this. I know it's very popular as well. Alright, so those were some of the upcoming book-to-movie adaptations. Let me know if you're planning on seeing any of these or reading the books before you see the film. All of the trailers and the titles, etc. will be in the description, and I'll talk to you guys later. Doei!